5. Solids, liquids, and gases. In this chapter, you will learn about the definition of the three different states of matter, the difference between atoms and molecules, the solubility of solids, liquids, and gases in water, the difference between physical changes and chemical changes. What is matter? The world is a beautiful place. The things you see around you are either natural or man-made. Some things are big. An elephant is big. Some are small. Pebbles are small. We can see some things only with the help of a microscope. Bacteria and viruses are microscopic. Some things are living. Birds, plants, animals, human beings are living things. Some things are non-living. Sand, stones, bricks are non-living. Things in the world, whether living or non-living, are made up of matter. Anything that takes up space and has weight is called matter. Matter has three forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Matter is made of tiny invisible particles called molecules. A molecule is the smallest unit of a substance. A molecule has all the properties of the substance. For example, a salt molecule is the smallest piece that is still salt. What are molecules made up of? A molecule can be further broken down into smaller units called atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. All kinds of matter in the world is made up of about 119 kinds of atoms. More about molecules. The book you are reading now, the chair you are sitting on, the water you drink, the food you eat are all matter made of molecules. Then why is the book a solid and water a liquid? It is because the book and water have different kinds of molecules which are arranged differently. Look at the pictures on page 44. In solids, the molecules are very close to one another. They attract each other with great force. So a solid is hard, has a definite shape and a definite volume. We can hold it. In liquids, the molecules are not closely packed. The attraction between the molecules is less. They can move about freely. That is why liquids can flow. A liquid has a definite volume, but it has no definite shape. It takes the shape of its container. A bottle of milk will be 500 milliliter whether it is in a bottle or a sachet. But it will change its shape according to the container. In gases, the molecules are separated by empty spaces. They have a lot of freedom to move about. So, a gas does not have a definite shape or volume. Solids in liquids. Some substances like salt and sugar are soluble in water. The molecules of salt and sugar find space between the molecules of water. A solid that dissolves in a liquid is called a solute. A liquid in which a solid is dissolved is called a solvent. When a solute dissolves in a solvent, we get a solution. The water in which salt is mixed becomes salty in taste. Same is the case with sugar. The water in which sugar is mixed acquires the property of sweetness. Take a few crystals of potassium permanganate. Put them to a beaker of water. See how the color spreads. Is it soluble in water? Liquids in water. When you mix something in a liquid, it gets into the spaces between the molecules to form a solution. Liquids such as spirit, alcohol, glycerin, and milk dissolve in water. They are called miscible liquids. Some liquids like oils do not dissolve in water. They form a separate layer and floats on the surface of water. They are called immiscible liquids. Activity. Take a beaker of water. Add a teaspoonful of glycerin to it. Stir it well. The two liquids get mixed and appear as one liquid. We can say that these two liquids are miscible liquids. Gases in water. Some gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen dissolve in water. Fishes and other animals and plants that live in water use the oxygen dissolved in the water. Carbon dioxide is dissolved in a drink to make it fizzy. Such drinks are called aerated drinks. The tingling taste in aerated drinks, cola, etc., is because of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is dissolved in water under pressure. Did you know? Solid carbon dioxide is dry ice. Heating and cooling. Heating and cooling brings about changes in matter. Sometimes matter changes from one state to another. Sometimes matter changes to form a new substance. Physical change. A physical change does not change the basic material of the substance. For example, if a piece of paper is cut into smaller pieces, it still is paper. This would be a physical change in the shape and size of the paper. A physical change is a change in size, shape, or state of matter. Ice that melts is still water, though it has changed its state. Melting, freezing, and boiling of water are physical changes. These changes are reversible as all the three states of water are interconvertible. Chemical change. A chemical change completely changes the substance. An iron nail rusts. Rust is a reddish brown substance formed when an iron is exposed to moist air. Rusting is a chemical change. In a chemical change, a new substance with new properties is formed. Heat and light energy is either given off or taken in. When a piece of paper is burned, new substances are formed. Paper changes into ash, produces carbon dioxide gas and water vapor. This chemical change also produces heat and light on burning. Can reverse this change? No, we cannot. Chemical changes are irreversible. There are many chemical changes which take place in our bodies all the time. The food we ate changes into energy, blood, and waste material. Roundup. Anything that takes up space and has weight is called matter. A molecule can be further broken down into still smaller units called atoms. Different things have different kinds of molecules, which are arranged differently. The characteristic feature of a solution is that the liquid acquires some properties of the solid dissolved in it. When you mix something in a liquid, it gets into the spaces between the molecules to form a solution. Heating and cooling brings about some changes in matter. Physical changes may be reversible, but chemical changes are irreversible.